Hey everyone, welcome back to today's video. This is like my most requested video, for months. And I've been thinking on how to do this depending on the changes that comes in the immigration space. And I know most of you are losing your patience, you're losing your confidence, and you're just depressed because I know how expensive skill migration can be. I know how taxing it can be and how time consuming it is. I've been there in the same place in 2015. So I get you. Nothing much has changed in the 6 years. In fact, it's gotten worse. I completely understand. So all of us agree that, millions of people are outside India or their home country, coming to a foreign country as a migrant is only because of the conversion. Okay. It's 1 equals 50 or 55, 1 equals 75. That's the only conversion that keeps most of us here. And the other perks are definitely the lifestyle and other things that you get. But if you're stuck because of the pandemic, because of the travel ban, because of the immigration, the long queue, the never-ending queue, and you still want to make money in dollars, this is the right time. Okay. If anything that COVID has done good is the acceptance of remote work and the acceptance of online, this whole online work and making it accessible for everyone. Every parent, even in the most remote town or city, is now used to Zoom, is now used to online classes because their parent, they are teaching their children how to use that and they learn in the process. So this is like the best time, the golden digital era. That's what I tell people. We live in this digital age where you can reach anyone in a fraction of a second, just in your fingertip, literally. Okay, that's like you can just click a button and reach anyone, anywhere across the globe. So you waiting for your migration process to be done, come here, work and get in dollars. That is still possible. But for those people who are stuck, who cannot do this, who've lost confidence, but who still want to make it, I think remote job opportunities are huge. I'm going to tell you all the options that you can do to start working remotely from any part of the world and make money in Australian dollars. The very first thing that I want to touch about is virtual assistant trainings. So I personally mentored during the Christmas break because all my Australian business clients were on break. And at that time, or before going on a break, I really found there is a huge gap in the market that all business owners struggle to hire people from Australia because it's very expensive. So minimum wages and legal issues and all of that. So they prefer hiring someone from remote and paying them $5 to $10 an hour. And they're very happy to do that. Okay. So I found this gap for my clients and I handpicked and trained 6 ladies in that particular process. And they are ready to start serving. They're ready to start serving Australian clients as we speak. Okay, so I mentored them personally every day live on Zoom 4 weeks, and now they're ready to shoot. One person has already got a placement working with a client now, and the others are preparing the proposal, and they have 2 interviews scheduled for next week, and I'm referring them to my personal clients and networks that I know. So remote work, especially because 95% and more of Australian businesses are run by small business owners. And it's very, very interesting. It's mostly solopreneurs and small teams of 3 to 10 employees. That's it. So they would love support and help in any kind of administration and any kind of social media management. So you could definitely tap that opportunity as a virtual assistant working for Australian clients or US clients. So once you get the training, once you become aware of these are the opportunities, you can work for anyone. Like sky's the limit. Anyone, any client you can serve and get paid in that particular currency. Okay, so if you're interested, I'm going to leave my Google form in the description below. You can go there, click on it, complete your interest, and I will email you with the details on when the next batch is starting and what are the requirements, and all the details I'll be providing via email. So that's the very first thing called virtual assistant training, that anyone, there is no educational qualification requirement, there is no training requirement. All you have to have is good communication skills because you will be talking to business owners based in Australia or England or America. So you should have good communication skills. You should be able to understand what they speak. You should be able to articulate your message to them in a way that they understand. So that is the most important or the only requirement for virtual assistant training. So the second thing is skilled jobs as well. So even with the most skilled labor, for example, accountants, okay, accountants in India, I don't know what software you're using. So here, the most predominant one is Xero. There's another one that they use that's very common in the accounting software. So that is, there is a huge shortage of accountants here. That's what I've heard from my HR friend when I attended a network meeting. She was like, get me accountants. So if you're an accountant, get in touch with me. I can put you in touch with my recruitment friend, and she will go through whichever openings she has. So similarly, every area, there's a lot of skill shortage because the migration has been stopped. Skill migration has been stopped for almost 2 years because of the travel ban. So there's absolute skill shortage in Australia. So you can get in touch with HR recruiters on LinkedIn. Don't go on Facebook. Don't go on Instagram. Go on LinkedIn. Send them a nice, a message saying that, hey, I'm this. I've got the skill set. I'm willing to take up remote work opportunities. So if you have anything, please let me know. So that's a very, very good opportunity for you all to network and find out. And people are now open. Previously, they were not open to hiring someone remote or the whole acceptance of Zoom meetings and all of that. But now it's a whole new normal. That's what I say. It's hashtag new normal. So everybody is now used to the remote work opportunities. So make sure you take advantage of that. And step number 3, you would have done your basic research on the companies that you want to work with when you come here in Australia. So if you're a finance consultant, finance advisor, you would have picked like top 10 companies that you want to apply. So still do your research, still browse and tell them, I am in the process. This is where my immigration process is at. I would love to start working now, and create that network. Obviously, the first thing will be like, hey, you know what, come here. Once you're here, get in touch. That will be the standard response, but tell them you're willing to start off now to know the company's culture, work ethics, and whether it's the right fit. And of course, the pay rate can be very, very, minimal when compared to the things that they pay when you're on show. So show them that it is a win-win for both of you. You would love to have an Australian work experience. You would love to have Australian references. And at the same time, the company is also benefited by knowing you even before you come here, but they're not going to, make a hole in their pocket. They're going to pay you something substantially less than what you'll be on show because of the insurance and all the other stuff. I'm not going to get into the legal stuff on how much they're going to pay and all that. It completely depends on the company. So I think these 3 would be the best option for you all to start earning in dollars even before you come here, or if you're not at all in a position to come here. If you can't afford an Australian master's degree, if you can't afford the time and effort it takes to wait for another 2 years to migrate as a skilled migrant, this could be your best shot to work remotely for any company anywhere in the world. I came here as a skilled migrant, as most of you know, if you followed my journey, from 2016, and having like a 6-figure salary is like a dream come true for any migrant within 5 years. But I was able to kick off or completely throw off my high paying 6-figure salary and start my online business consultation on my own, because it's a world of opportunities and there's acceptance here. The only difference between India and here, what I find is you can do anything you want and people will still accept that career change, and as far as you can have a justification. But in India, if you have a break, you're doomed, you're done. So I think that take advantage of that scenario. I'm only here to educate you. This is how the world looks like on the other side. And these are the opportunities that lies in front of your eyes, which I could see. Most migrants happy with $30 an hour, party every weekend, settle. That's the dream life. Buy a house, buy a car. That's it. They've checked all the boxes. They're done. If you're one among that, maybe this video is not suitable for you. But if you're somebody who's really, really passionate that you are born to not settle for average, and if you think sky's the limit, I can just keep checking boxes more and more like me, then you've come to the right place. So get in touch. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments and I'll be happy to answer your comments. And if you're interested in the virtual assistant training, I will see you on the other side of the Google form. All right. So let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you all in an interesting video tomorrow.